Hi guys, welcome to another video from the Armourer's Bench. Today we're going to do something we haven't done for a while. We are going to take a look at some new acquisitions for the reference collection. So without further ado, I'm going to jump in and open this up. This has been on my desk for a little while now and I've actually forgotten one of the things that's in here. So let's have a look. Some ASMR there. Good things come in small packages, I guess. So what we've got here is a 1970s manual for a Colt M203 and a manual for Carl Gustaf. So first off, let's take a look at the Colt manual. So size reference, this is 5 inches. So I picked this up recently and looks to be an original Colt print dated from 1979. Safety warnings, and then a table of contents. We've got weapon characteristics, features, maintenance, operation, loading and unloading, firing, zeroing, and immediate action drills as well. Weapon characteristics. The 40mm grenade launcher M203 is a lightweight, single-shot breech-loaded, pump-action, sliding barrel weapon which may be shoulder-fired when attached to the M16 or M16A1 rifle. And then it has the basic specifications for the weapon: length, barrel length, weight, maximum range, effective range, ammunition, weight, caliber. Some more of the features, explaining the barrel, trigger and safety, and trigger guard. And then we've got a nice illustration showing the 203 attached to the rifle, with trigger group, trigger, safety, barrel, and then a grenade sight attached as well. Illustrations of the safety catch and how it's applied, and also with the trigger guard lowered down, pivoted for cold weather glove use. And then we're into sort of operation, so the barrel latch to release the sliding portion of the barrel. And then we've got the grenade sight, the quadrant sight with the aperture quadrant and the front sight post. And then we've got maintenance. So we've got a bore brush and a pull through, and an illustration of how the actual action works, and how to install the quadrant sight on the M16's carry handle. Removing the actual launcher itself, or attaching it. A nice photograph of the individual assemblies of the launcher. So the launcher itself, the quadrant sight, and the handguards. Notes on lubrication. Again, assembly, how to attach to the weapon. Function checks: cock the launcher by pressing the latch and moving the barrel forward and back. Pull the trigger and check the firing pin release. Check safety as follows: cock launcher and set to safe. Pull the trigger and check the firing pin does not release. Set safety to fire, pull trigger, and check that firing pin releases. Then we've got some possible failures, diagnosis for failures, malfunctions, failures to fire, failure to extract, failure to chamber, and the proper corrective action to take. A little section on operation of the weapon, and then some of the minimum safe ranges and maximum effective ranges for training and combat. It doesn't stipulate the type of grenade that those ranges are for. And we have a leaf sight on top of the handguard with windage scale and elevation. Then the more complex quadrant sight, completely labelled. Then loading and unloading drills, including a nice illustration of a 40mm round being loaded into the 203's breech. Nice close-up of the markings found on Colt M203s, as well as some sight pictures for the leaf sight and the quadrant sight. Notes on zeroing, caution for failures to fire. And at the end there we have space for notes and the publisher, the Colt Industries Firearms Division, Hartford, Connecticut, 06102 USA, and then the 5 basic rules of firearms safety as well. Again, Colt Firearms Division, Colt Industries, with a individual part number for the manual. And again, 1979, and it seems to have been owned by someone called Meek, with the surname Meek. Okay, next up we have a Irish manual for the Carl Gustaf M45 submachine gun, the Swedish K. So this one was published in 1959, and it's the 2nd edition. Manual begins with a profile photograph of the Carl Gustaf. They're just noted down as the Gustaf submachine gun. So as I said, 1959 and the 2nd edition. And then we have the contents. You can see there that it was printed and published in February 1959 and issued by the Minister of Defence, Minister for Defence, I should say, with the training section, Chief of Staff's branch, Department of Defence, Dublin. Contents includes general instructions on handling, characteristics, stripping, and elementary training, zeroing. And then there's also an index of plates which covers the gun being stripped, how to correctly aim the weapon, removing the recoil spring cap, and various positions for firing and various positions for carrying. Nice big restricted header there. So normal safety precautions for taking over the weapon and handling. And then we've got a disassembled image with an index on the opposite page for each of the numbers. So we have the barrel shroud, magazine, mainspring, receiver, and the bolt, as well as the various other springs and the end cap there as well. The imagery appears to be printed on a glossy paper, while the text is on a matte standard paper. Then we have characteristics and description, stripping and assembling, care and cleaning, and then a little explanation of the characteristics of the weapon. The Carl Gustaf submachine gun is a simple, reliable and accurate weapon. It is magazine fed and it's operated on the blowback heavy bolt system. It can be fired from a number of positions. Quick release of the trigger enables the firer to fire single shots as desired. Its maximum effective range is listed as 200 yards, which is interesting, and it's particularly useful in close quarter fighting. Then we've got some specifications including caliber and muzzle velocity, cyclic rate, weight of the weapon, length of the weapon, and ammunition type. Pistol type rimless, which is interesting as well. Then we have a section on stripping and assembling the weapon, care and cleaning, additional stripping and assembling notes for the instructor. Interestingly, it lays it out pretty much like other militaries, including the UK, where it notes for the instructor that he can call on guns, magazines and drill cartridges from stores, and then has the object of the class and then how to present that class at each stage. A little section on how to teach lessons 6 and 7, the mechanism and the immediate action, how to sight the weapon, including proper correct sight alignment on a figure target, then various explanations of positions, carrying and aiming, some tests for the elementary training, be able to strip, clean and assemble the gun and name the parts, know the mechanism of the gun and the causes of stoppages, to be able to carry out immediate action correctly and quickly, be able to fill magazines, to be able to aim and handle the gun correctly and adopt the different firing and carrying positions, and having a thorough knowledge of the safety precautions to be observed in relation to the gun. Then we have another section on zeroing and an illustration of how to remove the recoil spring cap. And then some positions, the lying position in prone. And then we have standing position and kneeling position as well. Positions for carriage, so on the back or on the chest. And then finally, carrying at the side as well. And that's about it. So another restricted on the back there. And another look at the front. So there we go, guys. I hope you found that interesting. These are another 2 additions to the tab reference collection, and we'll be doing more videos on these as and when. Quite a lot to get through, but at the moment I'm in the process of organising the collection and getting it all into some sort of semblance of order, so I know where everything is. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our website, armourersbench.com. You can find all of our accompanying articles for all of our videos and information about how to support us as well. You can support the channel and the project via Patreon, and you can also support us now via History of Weapons and War, which is an app which includes creators including myself, the Royal Armouries, Legacy Collectibles, Rob over at British Muzzleloaders, 9-Hole Reviews, Cap and Ball, Ian at Forgotten Weapons, of course, Bloke on the Range, and there's lots of great content on there that you can check out. Thanks again for watching. Catch you next time.